DS3, and it's a car that's aimed at the Mini and the Audi A1. It actually used to be called the Citroen DS3, but the French firm removed its name from the car because it wanted to create a standalone premium brand to go up against the Germans. And as part of that, they gave the car a bit of a makeover, including a new grille. Actually, I could do with a new grille. This one, well, it's kind of past its best. Anyway, overall, this is a really nice looking car, and the theme continues on the inside. I really like these huge seats. In fact, they're so big and luxurious, they feel like they've been taken from a far more expensive car. Well, there's sufficient Gallic design flair in this car as standard, though some of the plastics aren't quite as high quality or premium feeling as you will find in its German rivals. To be fair though, this car is actually better value for money in terms of what you get than say a Mini. For instance, all cars, they do get a colour touchscreen, though I find it a little bit clunky to use. In fact, if you click up there, you can watch our full review of the infotainment system and have a good look around this car's cabin. And when you do that, you'll notice that, well, cubby spaces aren't that great. For instance, the door bins around by your ankles, and there's no actual cup holders in here, which I think is a first for a car. Another thing that's a first for a car is that you can't fit the manual in the glove box. It just, yeah, it won't go. Brilliant. However, to make up for it, you do get this really handy space just there that you don't on other cars. That's good for, I don't know, maybe for keeping your dry wipe marker. Okay, so that's not going to be a deal breaker. But one thing that might be is the fact you can't get the DS3 as a 5-door like you can with a Mini or Audi A1, which isn't great if you've got elderly relatives. You do get these grab handles to help you step into the back seats. But once you're in and you set the chair up, if I just pull this out the way so you can see, you'll notice that this is a very uncomfortable car in the back. My knees are wedged up against that seat. This is my usual driving position. I'm an average size male, 5'11", and yeah, it's not very good. You do get 3 seat belts like you don't in its rivals, but that just means that you can torture 3 people instead of 2. Now, one of the payoffs of having a rather cramped rear is that the boot is actually quite a decent size on this car. In fact, I think it's the biggest in this class. But the thing is that that's all it is. It's just a big space. There's nothing clever about it. There's a huge load lip. There's no tethering points. If I just get this parcel shelf out the way, you'll see that when I fold down the seats, you don't get a flat load bay, and there's that huge ridge there as well. Anyway, if you want to see a bit more about exactly how much stuff you can fit in this boot, click up there to see our separate practicality video, and in that you can see how easy it is to fit a child seat in the back of this DS3 and what happened when we tried to fit 3 people in the back. Now though, it's time for a rundown of the 5 fascinating facts on the DS3. The car has an inbuilt air freshener to keep it smelling sweet. Active City Brake prevents you crashing at low speeds, and if you do have an accident, DS Connect will call the emergency services. If you'd like patterns on your door mirrors or dashboard, you can get them laser etched. You can mirror your phone on the car's screen using either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. If you add up all the different trim, colour, engine, wheel combinations, you'll find out there are this many permutations. But choice isn't the only reason to go for a DS3. It's pretty blooming good to drive. Now, one of the things I really like about the DS3 is how it combines comfort with fun. Now, it doesn't have the outright go-karty feel that you get with a Mini, but if you chuck it at some bends, it's still pretty eager and pretty exciting as well. I do like it. But then if you hit a bump, it won't have you kind of bouncing about like Tigger on crystal meth. In terms of engines, you can get a 1.2 litre petrol, but don't, because it's just so slow. However, you can get that engine fitted with a turbocharger, and then it is quick enough while still being rather economical, and I think it's the engine to go for. In fact, it's the engine you absolutely have to have if you want an automatic gearbox. This particular car has the 1.6 litre turbo petrol, and it's almost hot hatch quick. Should be able to do around 50 miles per gallon, but I'm only averaging 37 miles per gallon. If it's economy you want though, you're going to need one of the diesels, but really I wouldn't bother with them, even though they are good, unless you're going to be doing lots of miles. To be fair though, this car is actually pretty good at long distances. For starters, these seats, they're just so comfy, and the car on the whole is reasonably quiet. In fact, if you want to have a look around the cabin, see what it's like, and check out the visibility, which on the whole is pretty decent, you can click up there to watch our 360-degree video. Overall then, the DS3, well, it's an interesting alternative to the Germans, but its infotainment system isn't very good and it's really cramped in the back seats. However, it looks great and it's good to drive. Now click up there for more information on this car and to see what the best deal is you can get on a DS3 at carwow.co.uk. Thanks for watching. Click over there for our group test video between the DS3, the Mini and the Audi A1. And if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. Now, did you know that the name DS is a play on the French word déesse, which means goddess?